Welcome to episode 1 of The Prophetic Painter of Rajasthan. In the heart of Rajasthan, India, an artist named Veerraj paints visions that seem to echo real-life disasters, from Mongol invasions to village tragedies. Are they predictions, or something more sinister? As his art draws the attention of kings and restless spirits, Veerraj is pulled into a world of ancient secrets and dangerous powers. So, settle in, take a breath, and let's begin. Many years ago, in the quiet desert town of Jaisanpur, nestled in the heart of Rajasthan, India, a boy was born. His name was Veerraj, son of a quiet weaver, and a mother who died a few weeks after the boy was born. The old women in the village whispered that the moon that night had turned a shade too dark, and that the bhutas, restless spirits who wander between dreams and dust, had left something behind in the cradle. Veerraj began dreaming when he was barely 6, but these were not the innocent flickers of a child's sleep. His dreams were harsh, jagged, filled with screams from stepwells lined with skeletons, armies lost in sandstorms, rivers turning red with blood, and always, a crow, watching from a crumbling palace wall, blinking once, before vanishing into smoke. He would wake up gasping, trembling, and then he would paint. At first it was on scraps of sackcloth, with crushed marigold petals, coal dust, turmeric. Later, the potter's wife gave him broken tiles. He painted with chalk and soot, old doors, discarded scrolls, anything he could find. His father didn't stop him. He thought it was a way to quiet the boy's inner storm. But when Veerraj turned 16, the town monks noticed something strange, a painting of camels burning under a crescent moon, exactly like the destruction of a trade caravan from Jaisalmer. Weeks before the news arrived, a mural of a collapsing stepwell near Mandor, matching a real cave-in. 9 villagers died. By 18, he had painted the assault on Ranthambore, the death of Rao Maldev of Marwar, a village burning in Gujarat, all before they happened. Fear began to coil around Veerraj's name. Some called him a Chudail ka Chaya, a witch's shadow. Others said he was affected by the spirits of Pyrav, cursed to see through the veil. In the market, traders avoided him and wouldn't meet his eyes. One night, he painted a Rajput king bleeding alone on palace steps, betrayed by his own brother. That night, the king's men came in the dark and gave Veerraj poisoned sweetmeats. After recovering from the poisoning, Veerraj tried to stop painting. He burned his brushes. But the dreams didn't stop. Without painting, the visions pressed against his skull like grinding stones. He stopped eating and was often heard screaming at shadows that weren't there. His father, desperate and confused, took him to Servers, a government-run asylum inside an abandoned haveli that once belonged to a Mughal governor. There, the guards locked him in a room. He wasn't mad, but he was disoriented, disjointed, lost in layers of the waking and the dreaming. Still, he painted, with tea, blood, chalk, on walls, floors, pillowcases. Nightmares poured out. A farmland swallowed by water, a girl with a burning veil dancing in ruins, a white horse is drowning in a dry river. The nurses grew afraid. One patient died, after Veerraj painted his face melting under the sun. But madness never fully took him. He remembered who he was. And when he was finally released, too calm, too quiet to be called mad, his father was waiting. That night, under a neem tree, lit by an oil lamp, they spoke. "I never believed you were cursed," his father said, eyes red with guilt. I only feared what the world would do with your gift." Veerraj didn't speak at first. Then, softly, he said, "It's not a gift. It's like a fracture, a wound that can't heal." His father nodded. "Then we'll make sure no one else sees it." From that day on, Veerraj painted only in secret. A locked room in their mud brick house became his world. Only his father could enter. The rest of Jaisanpur believed the dreams had stopped. Peace returned to the town. But beneath the floorboards of that room, rolled tightly in cotton, lay paintings the world would never see. Emperors weeping under broken thrones, beasts with many eyes, walking through fire, and Veerraj himself, older, standing at the gates of a temple that should not exist. And high above the town, in the ruins of an old watchtower, a black crow perched alone, watching. Thank you for watching episode 1 of The Prophetic Painter of Rajasthan. Veerraj's journey is just beginning, and the line between prophecy and peril is only getting thinner. What do you think of this episode? And if you could glimpse your own future in a painting, would you want to see it? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, as more mysteries await. Let's meet again in the next episode.